Maureen Baker did not go into fashion to make her name, because that was not how the business worked when she started out, picking up pins in the workshop. The names on the labels were those of modest companies with distinctive identities, such as Susan Small, where she designed anonymously for over 30 years. Baker, who has died aged 97, first emerged in public at 53. She had for a while been personally designing for a special Susan Small customer, Princess Anne, who then said, "You will, of course, be making my wedding dress." That dress, for the princess's marriage to Captain Mark Phillips in 1973, was a very big deal. The court designer Norman Hartnell had created Anne's mother Elizabeth's wedding gown in 1947, and its relative glamour had been a national obsession amid austerity. Anne had more problems with fashion than her mother and grandmother. Attempts by venerable British couturiers to do 1960s styles had made the teenage Anne look like lamb dressed as mutton, while new Brit fashion was too wild for courtly duties. When Anne was 18, Princess Alexandra, a long-term Susan Small customer, had recommended she should put herself in the hands of Baker, its chief designer since 1943. Maureen was one of 6 children of a bookmaker, Stephen Porter, and his wife, Ethel, and was educated at a convent school. She found her first job by walking from the family's home in Hammersmith, West London, into the West End, calling at every clothing business on the way to ask for work. Initial employments were grim, but soon she met Leslie Carr-Jones and his wife, Faye, who had set up Susan Small in the mid-30s as wholesale couture, specializing in petite sizes. They took her on as an apprentice, and she rose quickly to be a designer, but the company's output was restricted as clothes rationing ran from 1941 to 1949, and most staff had left to do war work. Shortage was a valuable discipline for Baker, who learned about simple but strong line, durability and wearability, and not getting in the way of a good fabric. After the Second World War, the firm became a leading British label. "It's a Susan Small world," ran the ads in the glossies. For a fortunate few, it sourced quality textiles from newcomers such as Seckers as well as the giant Cordalls, was respected enough to win UK licensing rights for some Christian Dior lines, was stocked in the best department stores and priced its top-of-the-line daywear, cocktail and hostess dresses in guineas. Leslie Carr-Jones led the London Model House Group, which brought together similar companies to export and modernize British clothing production. Baker headed a design team of 3, who went to shows and suppliers worldwide. Her job was to synthesize the mood into 6 Susan Small collections a year. She remained invisible. Any publicity featured Faye Carr-Jones. From 1968, Baker dressed Anne in everyday life as well as for grand events including the investiture of the Prince of Wales in 1969, in a compromise between the norm for female royals, floral-coloured silk, precise fit and finish, blank spaces for the jewellery, and actual fashion. For the wedding dress, Anne suggested a mid-16th century style. Glenda Jackson had recently swept all before her as Elizabeth I on television, and there was a Tudor Vogue,